Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Jay's Beer Review. Got Spike joining me today.
What's that?
And this is like a whole new world for me. First off, I am shooting in high definition.
Yeah, oh, very excited to be doing this. We just watched one of his old beer reviews on the big HD TV, and it was like, is his mouth moving? I can't really tell. It's real blurry. So this should be great. Upgrade.
So this is my first ever beer review on my new HD camera. The other part of it is we are also in microphone sound.
Yes, yeah, I have a lapel mic. I feel like I'm on a real TV show now.
And I'm holding the handheld because I don't have a second lapel for the time being. But the reason why I want to go with these microphones is because I watched some of my beer reviews where I interviewed brewers and things like that, and there was so much background noise I wanted to upgrade. So that's what I've done. I've done a 2-for-1. I upgraded the quality of the video and the quality of the sound. And this is my first beer review with the new stuff. So the beer we're doing today is the Rogue Brutal IPA. Rogue is a brewery out of Oregon. And this is 6% alcohol by volume.
Okay for an IPA, I suppose.
Yeah,
it's a little on the low end.
Low end, and it's got 59 IBUs, which also I would say is relatively low. Considering
It is relatively low.
Considering they're calling it Brutal IPA.
Right, yeah, 60 is pretty average for an IPA in terms of IBUs.
And there's some other things on there, but I don't even know what the hell half that stuff means. So there's latitudes and plateau and...
Yeah, I suck at that too. That's all on the Southern Tier bottlers too, and I read them and I'm like, yeah, I pretend to know what that is, but I don't.
The glass I'm going to use today is my Big Peckers pint glass, and what about you? What do you got there?
Jay's Beer Reviews.
Excellent. So with that said, I guess we should go ahead and break into this and give it a try. All right.
That was challenging. And now I've got beer all over my fingers.
First thing we talk about is the body. And I don't know if you can see in yours, but mine is extremely hazy.
Oh, God. It's like... Actually, it's almost got texture to the haze. Like, It looks like there's almost a pine tree inside of it.
And I noticed, like, really small little particles in the beer as well if you hold it up to the light. See that?
Oh, that was that pine tree shadow effect I was getting. Yeah.
The color, I would say, is... what color would you call that?
Ooh, a caramel.
Caramel? Yeah.
Perhaps with peach on the edges.
The peach color is good description. I would agree with that. And the carbonation is really low. I don't see a lot of bubbles flying through this.
No.
We got about
a couple here and there.
We got about a 2-finger head on mine.
Boop. Same.
And also, I would say, like frothy and real small bubbles, which is a good indication it might stick around.
Yeah.
Let's give it a smell.
That does smell really good.
Nice citrus notes. Malt flavoring, sugars.
Smells crisp.
It smells a little weaker than I expected on an IPA side, but you still know it's an IPA.
Yeah, that's, with the IBUs we said we're kind of low, so I wasn't expecting a real pungent, bitter smell, but it is more of a sweeter, hintier smell. I don't expect this to be very bitter.
So yeah, that sounds like or brutal. So
yeah,
anyway,
or brutal, but
let's give it a try. Cheers. Actually, it's like kind of ironic. It's the exact opposite of what it says. Instead of it being brutal, it's probably like pretty tame.
Yeah, but it is a little tangy, I would say.
In the finish, you get that tang.
Yeah.
Extremely malty for an IPA. I would say it's more malty than it is hoppy.
Yeah, which is strange for an IPA, but not bad.
No, it's got a nice flavor. I don't notice the flavors of pine. I mainly notice like flavors of like a malt citrus. But that bitterness does linger in the back of the palate afterwards.
It does. It does. The bitterness isn't very intense or strong, but it hangs around for a while.
Yeah. Very easy to drink.
It is. It's smooth going down, for sure. Once again, it's not bitter. It's pretty light in texture as well.
Very light. Very light mouthfeel.
Could definitely chug one of these. No problem.
Yeah, I'm having no problem chugging this at all.
Yeah, I'm pretty good. I think I took way too big of a sip the first one.
Anyway, before we completely chug this in 30 seconds, we're going to go take a little break and enjoy it and get back to you in a few moments. All right, well, we're back, and as you can see, we both have just a little bit of beer here left. It should be a nice chug there for both of us.
Yeah.
What can I say about this beer? Well, to be honest, there was nothing wrong with the quality of the beer. I thought the quality of the beer was good. There's no negative attributes of the beer that I can point out. For Rogue, I kind of look at Rogue and say they make really good beer, and
for the most part.
And I was expecting a lot more. I mean, after all, the name says Brutal IPA, so I was expecting it to be very hopped up, full of flavor. And to be honest, I didn't get much flavor.
No, it's pretty mild. It's pretty bland. The non-IPA drinker trying an IPA for their first time might enjoy this beer as a way to kind of dip your toe in the water, so to speak.
I 100% agree with that.
And other than that, I mean, the flavor is almost non-existent. It is crisp, though. It's very drinkable. The bitterness, though, is left too long on your tongue after the beer gets put down.
Yeah, about the only thing I do get is the bitterness. And it's not an overwhelming bitterness.
No,
it's
not
just
at all.
A lingering bitterness.
Yeah, it's subtle, but it's lingering. And it'd probably go well with popcorn.
Yeah, chicken wings, of course.
Yeah.
Because it's so drinkable and crisp.
Well, just something to take away the lingering of the bitterness.
On the back of the bottle, they show fire, so I'm imagining it's probably a good bonfire type beer.
Right. Yeah, I would say that. I mean, you could put these down pretty quick.
Yeah, but I think the biggest thing for me is I'm a little disappointed that Rogue made such a bland beer.
Bland, yeah, almost generic kind of beer.
So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and do my final chug. You going to do it with me?
Absolutely.
And to give you my final thoughts and grade.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Foamy.
As far as final thoughts and grade, less than nice lacing on the glass at least.
Yeah, it did.
I personally don't have a problem with the quality. I do have a problem with the regularity of the beer and being from Rogue. That disappoints me. So my score is only going to be average because I found it to be completely average, nothing better, nothing worse.
Me being an IPA drinker and really enjoying the tastes of my IPAs, I've had many, and this I'm going to rate below average for an IPA.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue with that because I almost went with that score. But again, that was the Rogue Brutal IPA.
Not so brutal, though.
Yeah, Rogue's Not So Brutal IPA.
There you go.
Spike, I want to again thank you for coming on my show.
Oh, well, yeah. No problem. On a random Thursday night, I'm good for it anytime.
Don't tell anybody what I'm drinking on a Thursday.
Like they don't know.
And until next time, thanks for watching.
Take care.